everybody, welcome to episode 8 of the Spin That Shutdown Showdown. Today I'm talking to you about speakers. We have a couple different ones here. Ultimately, this is where you get your music and your sound out of it, your speakers. So, as we said, turntable from the receivers to your speakers. So the speakers ultimately was going to give you your sound. There's many different kinds of speakers and sizes, obviously, and we have a couple here just to go over with you. One thing, when you're out there shopping for speakers, the first thing you want to do, you want to take the grill off your speakers to look at the speaker, how it looks. So you carefully pull it on the sides here. You remove this. There's usually pegs or sometimes it's Velcro, but sometimes pegs, so you want to be careful. You want to check that the surrounds around here have not been deteriorated. So this happens over time. Very common. That's not a problem. But ultimately, this foam here controls the cone, and that's your dust cover. So this vibrates back and forth. So your speaker vibrates back and forth and moves the air. And ultimately, that's how we hear, just from sound waves in the air and everything else. So this is kind of like it hits your ear, that's how you hear it, so sound waves. So this has a voice coil behind. There's a magnet and a voice coil, and this moves back and forth, and this will give you your sound. This is your tweeter. So what happens when the sound comes off of your turntable, it's amplified through your receiver, and that signal is sent to the speakers. The speaker has a crossover and it separates the signals and the frequencies to get your highs coming out of here and your lows coming out of here. So this will give you all your voices or your high signals. This will give you a low, like the bass and things like that. So this is kind of the way that's set up. This is a two-way speaker, so that's two different features. So definitely when you're buying speakers, you want to always take the grill off, look at the surround, make sure that it's not deteriorated. So there's different kinds of ways that work. So we have, this is a two-way speaker. Down here, this is a three-way speaker. So this has the low for the basses, the mid-range speakers, and your tweeter. So this is what's an example of a three-way speaker where the sound is separated into three signals, where the high signal goes here, your medium signal, and your low signal down there. So this is everything that comes off of your needle or the voice coil. The magnetic coil for that is amplified, shot through here, and separated to the crossovers. We also have another technology where they have a horn. So this speaker here has actually a horn for your mids. So this has your bass, your lower, your high signals, and your mids is through a horn. So the horn technology is something also used in speakers. I'm not sure what brand this is. We never try to figure it out, but it could be a boutique brand or something like that. But this has a horn technology. One of the most famous companies to use the horn technology is Klipsch. This big boy here. This actually, Klipsch is the foremost maker of speakers with the horn technology. This actually has two horns and a giant 15-inch woofer, and it's actually ported on the bottom. So this is also really big sound out of this thing. And this is called a Cornwall speaker because horns are usually recommended to put in the corners. They came up with this design so they utilize the corner or along the wall, so Cornwall. Another great manufacturer of speakers is Bose. These are Bose speakers right up here. These are called 301 models. So what Bose did, they had their signal come out the side here, that gray part there, right over here. The speakers behind there, and their technology, they incorporate your whole wall as part of the sound, so the sound reflects off the wall and it comes out at you that way, and it gives you a big fuller sound. So that's the technology Bose uses a lot with their speakers. So they have that thing there. So speaker placement is very important in your home. So when you have your speakers, you want to set them up. There's always recommended distances between them, and there's everything like something like this where you want to have like maybe 3 inches off the wall, and you separate them aside. So you want to get to where you're listening to, and you can get that sweet spot with the placement of speakers. So always keep that in mind when you're setting up your hi-fi. Speaker placement is very, very important. So yeah, that's a little bit about speakers. Thanks for joining me. Take care. We'll talk to you later.